Chocks and Chocolates and in between. Chocolo Roberto for another video review. It's the KitKat Chunky Salted Caramel Duo Bar. Yes, I think you can probably get them individually, but I've not seen that yet. But Duo Bar is where it's at for the moment. Yeah, so find these in basically Tesco locals. Might be in other places, but I'm certainly not aware of them. And thanks so much, Alan Lockhart, for putting me onto these ones. Yeah, I found them in my local Tesco. I've not seen them in the bigger Tesco, I don't think. Or have I? Don't think I have, you know. No, I haven't. I've been to the big Tesco, which does have a little sort of sweet section, which is which has crisps and stuff like that. And then they have the main one somewhere else. But this one was where they sell the individual sort of sweets and things, and they didn't have these there, and they're not too far away from each other, the places I went to. So for some reason, Tesco local is where you can get these ones rather than the big stores, at least for now. So what is it? Well, basically it's a KitKat Chunky, but with instead of like a sort of peanut butter layer or something like that that they do in other ones, it's got the salted caramel layer as well. But it's not actually runny caramel, I don't believe, which is very strange, isn't it? They did do a KitKat Chunky caramel last year, I think it was, or the year before, which did have runny caramel, but this one doesn't. So why is that? Well, let's have a read of it. What does it say on the back? Well, there's the calories: 400 grams, 522 calories, 28.2 grams of fat, 15.7 of which are saturated per bar, 177 calories, 9.6 grams of fat, 5.3 of which are saturated. I'm assuming it's 2 bars per pack. Okay, 2 servings. Push to be adjusted. So it doesn't really say 2 bars, but it just says 2 servings. Well, there we go. All right, so crispy wafer finger, 20.1%. Right, with a salted caramel top filling, 19%. Covered in milk chocolate, 60.8%. All right, so what's that? 80.9, 98.9. So I think we're missing 1.1% there, if I've got that right. No, you're serving 1 bar is 1 serving. Oh, there we go. Just say it there. Get in touch, not happy, stuff like that. Recycle at home. Visit mywaste.ie. So you can, in Republic of Ireland, that is, you can recycle at home. In the UK, recycle at store. Why is that? Ridiculous, isn't it, really? Don't recycle at home. So 68 grams to vegetarians. Right, it's got some other shenanigans underneath. Let's see what that's about. Probably just various things about rainforest lions, certified cocoa. Bakes for good. Your bake is part of an innovative program in West Africa helping cocoa farming families to increase their income, plant trees and help kids into school. Right, scan that to find out more about it, so if it's interest to you. So yeah, so you might be doing a bold, you might be doing some good by buying this product, but I don't know, sometimes you just do wonder, don't you, is it really doing that good? But nonetheless, at least it's something. Alright, there we go. So that's quite just, doesn't it? Well, you can see there, it's obviously 2 bars in one. They're maybe a bit smaller than regular ones. I think they're basically 2/3 of a bar, you know, is the gist of it. But obviously we've got 4/3, I guess you'd say here, so a bit bigger than just 1 bar on its own. Yeah, I'm sure back in the day, though, in the 80s, 90s, you know, you'd have bars like this at this size anyway, or king size ones at this size at least. But I don't know. I guess maybe it's good that they're not as big as this anymore. But you know, I don't know. It's a lot cheaper, even though they were bigger and things like that. So I'm not sure about inflation things, but you know what I mean. Right, let's move stuff down, give this an open, see what the caramel's like, and this and the other. And yeah, well, let's do the start. Okay, we're getting this KitKat Chunky Salted Caramel Duo Bar and open. And why not? So let's get straight into it. So time recorded about 1,200 reviews, if not more. So if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel if not done so already. And the top right corner, put into place. There will be other reviews, or some related ones, such as other KitKat Chunky reviews and Salted Caramel reviews, things like this. So yeah, if you like, subscribe, go check this out. You've enjoyed this too. Alright, so you can see here, that's what we're up against there. As you can see, it's like 2 segments. Usually KitKat Chunkies have 3 of these segments. It's just 2. My break hashtag my break. And it says KitKat there. Let's give a bit of a measure, and of course, whether these segments are the same size is another matter as well. Of course, you know, might be 2/3 in name only. Maybe it's these segments a bit bigger. It smells nice. There's a nice smell coming from it, you know. The caramel smell. Zeroise that if we can. Alright. Okay, so let's give it a measure. It's about 9.4, 9.5 if you round up centimetres there. And from the height, so this is a bit of a gap of about 1 millimetre between the segments. About 1.5 there. And the width is wide at the bottom, at the top. 2.8, 2.9. I did the height, didn't I? I think yes, I said there's a little. You can see there's about 1 millimetre there. Why not? 1.4. There we go. As I say, you know, it's not as wide at the top as it is at the bottom. Using lots of tricks here to sort of, you know, make it a lot smaller than it appears. About 2.2, roughly, maybe 2.1. The length at the top about 8.5, pretty much, maybe 8.6. No, about 8.5. Okay, there we go. Let's give it a snap then. So it's like on the inside. Yep, so definitely not runny caramel. I mean, look at that, lopsided as well, really, which is strange. But yeah, so you can see definitely not runny caramel there. You know, just solid, isn't it? It's just a sort of weird cream. Yeah, it's nowhere near runny, that is it? You know what I mean? Nowhere near. What does it describe itself as? With a salted caramel top filling, it just says. Okay, so yeah, all right. Well, how's it taste? That's the important part, isn't it? But why it's not runny, I don't know. But, well, let's see what's up, see how it tastes. If it tastes great, that's all that matters. Okay, everyone, okay, we're going to this KitKat Chunky Salted Caramel Duo Bar, or just, well, basically a salted caramel bar. A taster, why not? So, yeah, we've got a bit that we splitting off earlier, it's a bit lopsided. You see there that the caramel is not runny, it's just sort of it's like a cream of some kind. It's not runny at all. So, how does it taste? That's the important part, isn't it? So, let's give it a go. It's not bad, you know. Because I wish it was kind of runny caramel, really, to be honest with you, but it tastes quite nice. It tastes sort of like nice in the same way that the peanut butter one is quite nice. It's just got that sort of strong taste to it. I think it works quite well, actually. So the top off there. It's quite salty. It's not a million miles away from a peanut butter taste, to be honest with you. It's just like the saltiness of it there, but without the peanut butter part of it, if that makes sense. Nice and crispy otherwise. I don't mind it. It's not going to blow your socks off. It doesn't feel quite right. I mean, it's not really salted caramel. It's just like a sort of salty cream, really, I think you might say, that happens to sort of be slightly caramel-like, I guess, in taste. But, you know, I'd say it does remind me of the peanut butter one. But not as good as that, basically, which is one of the best KitKat Chunkies there is. It doesn't have that same sort of layers of taste to it. It just tastes like the salty part of the peanut butter rather than the rest of it, you know. Whereas, well, the caramel part, I guess you'd say in this case, it doesn't deliver that caramel part, it just delivers a salty taste. Yeah, so it's a very strange one. I do quite like it, but I think I'd just go for the peanut butter one all day, every day, really, over this. But obviously, if you don't like peanut butter, maybe this one's, you know, going to give you that hit without the peanut butter taste. So maybe that's the advantage of it. If you're not a keen fan of the peanut butter KitKat Chunky, then maybe this one's the way to get the same experience, or as near as you can get without the peanut butter taste. So, yeah. So I think for me, the peanut butter KitKat Chunky is probably 4.5, 5 out of 5. This one, oh, I don't know, it's... Maybe KitKat Chunky's a 3.5 or 4. I feel like this one, yeah, I quite like it, but I feel like it's just missing something. It seems it should be runny caramel. I don't know why it's not, but nonetheless, it still tastes quite nice. But yeah, it still but it's a strange one. You know, it's a real strange one. But obviously, it's a KitKat Chunky in all the other respects. The wafer's nice. It's nice and crunchy. You know, it tastes a bit creamy as well, especially with the sort of layers between the sort of like the wafer. You can see there. Apparently, there. A little darker bits. Apparently their sort of Kit Kats have been, you know, offcuts or whatever, which is strange. You know, it's just been put back in a Kit Kat. It's like a chicken and egg thing, isn't it? Which came first, the inside of a Kit Kat or a Kit Kat. But yeah, but overall, this one, I think I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. You know, it somehow works, even though it doesn't taste like it does, which is strange. And also, and it shouldn't work without being an actual caramel, but somehow it does. I can't really. Yeah, probably more like a KitKat Chunky peanut butter light, insofar as it doesn't really taste quite like peanut butter, but gives you the sort of the same hit without that peanut butter taste. So if you don't like peanut butter, maybe this is one to try instead, basically. But otherwise, I would always go for the KitKat Chunky peanut butter. Alright guys, what do you think of this one? What did you reckon to this? Do you think it should be runny caramel? Did you like it all the same? Is this a good alternative to KitKat Chunky peanut butter if you don't like peanut butter? Let me know what you think. Leave a comment for me. Always great to hear from you and always do best to reply. Take care guys, thanks so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. See ya.